In this video, we are going to learn how to create guest contact for new Teachable user. Now suppose a new user is created in Teachable for a particular course and we want that by using the same details of that course, a new contact should be added in guest, which is an all-in-one marketing platform. So how we are going to do this process automatically? For that, we will have to integrate both these applications, and because they do not have any kind of native integration between them, therefore we are going to use an automation and integration software Pabbly Connect here to connect both of them. So how we are going to do that? For that, we have Teachable in our trigger and we have guest in our action. So we will be connecting them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that whenever a new user will be created in Teachable, automatically by using the details of that user, a new contact will be added in guest. And in order to learn the entire process step by step, let me take you all to my screen. So today in this video, we are going to learn that whenever a new user is added in Teachables, how can we automatically create a new contact by using the same details in guest. Okay, so let's start learning this process step by step. First of all, in order to start the process, we have to come on our browser and then we have to search for pabbly.com/connect, and when we do that, it will take us to the landing page of this software. Now here we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free to create your free new account in just 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation you will get 100 free tasks to explore this amazing software. Because I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in, and after coming on all apps section we can find all the products offered by Pabbly, and in order to create this workflow we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. So here we are on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we can find all the workflows which we have created, and to create a new workflow we have to click on this create workflow button which is given on right corner with blue color. So let's click on it. And here a dialog box is appeared in front of us which is asking to provide this workflow a suitable name. So let's give it a name as add contacts in guest when new user is added in Teachable. So let's click on create, and as we do that we can find two windows open in front of us. First is trigger and the other is action. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the basic principles on which the entire workflow of this automation runs. Here we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can have multiple actions. So trigger is the first step of any workflow and action is the response towards the trigger. Let's understand this with our workflow. So here in this workflow we are going to take Teachable in our trigger and guest in our action, such that whenever a new user will be added in Teachable, automatically in response to that, by using the details of that user, a new contact will be created in guest. So this was about trigger and action. Let's start with the workflow. First of all, we have to select our trigger application, which is Teachable. Let's select it. And now we have to select our trigger event, which is new user. And here we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions which we have to follow in order to create a connection between Teachable and Pabbly Connect. And for that we have to go on our Teachable account. So let me take you there. So this is my Teachable account, and here we have to come on the settings section, and from there we have to select webhooks. After coming on manage webhook page, we can find the webhooks which we have already created. So let me first disable this existing webhook to show you from scratch. And now we have to click on add webhook, and here we have to paste the URL which we have received from Pabbly Connect. So let's just copy it and we'll simply paste it over here. And in webhook event we have to select custom, and under that we have to select our trigger event, which is new user. After that it is written set the send as JSON array toggle to on if your integration needs the data format. So let's turn this on, and after that we have to simply click on save. And here we can find that a new webhook is set up over here. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and we can find that it is showing waiting for a response. Now that means we have to do a test submission by creating a new user in Teachable. So let's again go on our Teachable account, and from the left side we can find the section of users. After coming on it, we have to click on add student. And here we can find two options, import CSV and manually. So because I'm doing just a test submission in order to capture the response in Pabbly Connect, therefore for now I am selecting manually, and here we will add a new user manually by entering the details of that particular user. So let me give a random dummy details of that user. Let's start with the name, dummy user, email could be, and because the field of password is optional, therefore for now I am ignoring it. Now the next is that we have to select these two options. First is enroll these students into a product. So for that we are selecting, so for that let me select course, and the course is selected over here. Now the next is we have to select this. I confirm these users have consented to receiving emails from my school. Basically, we have to select both these options, and now after that we have to click on import. And here we can find that a new user is added over here. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect and check whether we have received the response there or not. And yes, we can find that the response is successfully received over here with the same details which we have entered as the name and email. Now let's move on to the next step, which is our action step. Our action will be to create a new contact and guest by using the details of this particular user which is recently added in Teachable. So let's start. First of all, we have to select our action application, which will be guest. Let's select it. And our action event here will be, as you all know, create or update a contact. After that, click on connect. And now it is asking us two options, add new connection or select existing connection. So let's click on add new connection. And as we do that, we can find that it is asking us to provide a token over here. So from where we are going to find this token, for that we have to go on our guest account, and under settings sections we have to go on API and integrations. There we are going to find our API key. So let me take you to my guest account. Here this is the contact section of guest. Now from the top we have to come on settings, and under that from API and webhooks we have to come on API key. And here we can find that our API key is given over here. So let's just copy it from here. And it is copied to clipboard. Now we have to paste it over here. After that, simply click on save, and our guest account is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Now the next step is to enter these details one by one in order to create a new contact and guest. First is email address. So what we are going to do, we are going to map the details one by one instead of entering them manually. So what is mapping? So mapping is when we insert the data by using the previous step instead of entering it manually. So what is our previous step? Our previous step is new user added in Teachable. So we have received the response here. Now we are going to use this response to fill the details given over here, which is called as mapping, because we want that whenever a new user is also created and added in Teachable, automatically the details of that user must be captured in Pabbly Connect without requiring any manual step. So therefore we are mapping the data. So let's start doing it. First is email. So we have to select our previous step, which is Teachable, and after selecting it, when we scroll down, we can find the email is given over here. Let's just select and map it. The next is user ID, and because I have not received the user ID in my response, therefore I am ignoring this field for now. But you can definitely add a unique string in the form of user ID in order to differentiate and identify your contacts. Okay, so I'm directly coming on full name, and again we have to select our previous step in order to map the full name, and we can find it over here. So it's done. Now because we have not received phone number also in our response, so I can manually enter that. I am entering a dummy phone number over here. Done. And at last we'll simply click on save and send test request. And here we have received a response, and which is positive. That means a new contact is created in our guest account. Let's go and check there whether we have received the response there in the form of a new contact or not. Let me take you again to guest account, and here we have to come on contact sections, select contacts, and under that we can find that yes, a new contact is created over here with the same detail. That means the same email which we have received in the response from Teachable. Okay, that means our workflow is successful here. Now let's summarize what we have done in our workflow. So basically we have taken two steps. First is trigger and the other is action. So in trigger we have taken Teachable, and in action we have taken guest. And we have built a connection between both these applications by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new user will be added in Teachable, automatically by using the details of that user, a new contact will be created in guest. So this was the full workflow, and these were the steps which we have to follow in order to integrate both these applications by using Pabbly Connect. So this was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can easily integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can easily email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can easily reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you are having any pricing related issue with Pabbly Connect, you can easily reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel to learn more such automation.